His mercy never fades, His faithfulness will last. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, every heartbeat giving Him praise. As far as the east from the west, He has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, let His mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, His kingdom rules in light.
I will sing of mercy and justice. To you, O Lord, I'll make my song. I'll walk within my house with honor and keep my heart from doing wrong. I will say no wicked thing before my eyes are in my way. The proud will not endure with me. Truth and love will light my day. I'll stand in faith, I'll stand in grace, in purity before your face. I'll guard my steps, I'll guard my gate. My heart and soul will celebrate. I will sing of your mercy, I will dance to your justice, in the rhythm of your glory. My heart beats in your promise. I will walk in your presence till the dawn of forever. In your truth and in your light, we will stand together. Those who slander are put away. Those with deceit will find no stay. The faithful ones will dwell with me. Those who walk in honesty. Each morning I will rise anew to bring your justice through the land. Your kingdom come, your will be done. By mercy and by righteous hand. I'll stand in faith, I'll stand in grace, in purity before your face. I'll go.
All right, folks. Well, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Da-da-da-da. Let's put on a little bit of music. You're gonna hear a printer go behind me. My wife has to print a bunch of stuff. And I'm probably just gonna play the music here, guys, because the printer is very loud. And it's somewhat distracting for me to think and talk. So I might just point out a couple things just starting out here this morning. We'll pray at 9:30. Hello from Brazil. All right, daily time frame. We pumped higher right at the close of yesterday. Ended green and closed inside of the daily fair value gap. That's bullish. All the prop firms that you see on top of my screen are the ones that I use. I use all of these for the most part. I don't use Bullinox. I'll be honest with you. I haven't used Bullinox. I put it on there because it's cheap for people to use. Very cheap. The other one's printed, the grease. Yeah, so here's the pump right at 4 p.m. It's crazy. Here's the only hourly fair value gap inside of this entire range. Today is going to be a great trading day. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Hallelujah. Okay, market opens in 3 minutes. I'm going to have a bullish perspective on the market. but it could absolutely retrace down to this hourly. It could even dip down here. Good morning, Kyle. Well, good morning. Caxton, good morning. I will be getting out, for those that won the Apex accounts, I'll be getting those out today. Make sure we're still. Okay. Okay, the printer isn't printing, so I want to go to something a little more chill for a second. Kind of get situated here. Okay. So, market is opening in 1 minute. Let's go ahead and just open in prayer. Father, we just commit this morning to you. We, Father, thank you that you are in control. Father, thank you that you direct our steps. And Father, you are a good shepherd. Father, we trust your leadership. We trust your hand to direct us, Father. And I pray that as we are on the charts today, your name would be magnified in everything that we say and do. In Jesus' name. And everyone said, amen. Sorry, Apex, about video the other day. Thinking about giving it a try someday. Give it a try. I mean, if you're going to give it a try, you got to be pretty committed, though. All right, so there's the market open. Let's see how it reacts here. We're going to be waiting 15 minutes. What you heard earlier was me making sure everything was on. So I'm still at break even for all my accounts. I just was making sure. I know that some of them have been finicky, so I just wanted to make sure I got the right ones on and the right ones off. First thing I'm looking at is London low and the hourly fair value gap right here. Probably looking at running it immediately, it looks like. Initially, I wanted to see price come down. If we're going to go higher, I want to see it come down somewhere in here. That's what I would prefer. But also, if we're looking from a higher time frame perspective, this is the manipulation that begins stage 2 distribution if we're going to see stage 2 distribution. So if we're going to see prices come down here, this is what I wanted to see. Now that we have it, remember this hourly? Remember I told you, maybe this was yesterday in the private live stream. Or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was yesterday. I pointed out this inversion hourly fair value gap, and I said I could see price coming back up to there. You could literally go back and watch yesterday's opening session, opening 15 minutes of the live stream, and I say that very thing right there. And that's exactly what we did. Now, I would have never guessed how it would have gotten there. I would have never guessed that at 3 p.m. we're going to rocket higher and close all the way up here. Never would I have thought that. But we did, and we came back up into here. Now that we're here, this is enough for us to continue our move lower. How we're going to move lower, I'm probably thinking it's going to look like this. A lot of back and forth, a lot of slow grind lower because of how large this fair value gap is. Okay? That fair value gap is massive. It's an hourly, obviously. So we could go down to the 15 minute and we can see this 15 minute fair value gap right here, and that's probably the one I'd pay attention to because of how large it is, and the one prior to that has already been tagged. So this is untagged. It could go all the way to this lower one as well, but because of how large this is, I'm wanting to pay attention on how we engage with this. I really would not want to be trading inside of this. I would want it to leave this area or break through this area. We do have a breaker, low, high, lower, low. That would be a breaker sweeping Asia lows to potentially go higher. So I see two sides of the same coin here of the market. One can go higher and one could drop way lower. Which one is it? I am not sure. I would be partial to longs, and the main reason is from the daily. The daily suggests support with this daily fair value gap and volume imbalance. That alone, and how this was way down here before the close, and then we just rocket back up here to then close inside of the daily fair value gap, suggests bullish price action. That's what it suggests. The 50%, which it could come down to, is inside of that 15-minute fair value gap. So that's something to consider also. We did put in a wick sweeping that. So we have the structure, in my opinion, to see lower prices. Maybe to Asia low or stopping at this 15-minute fair value gap. We have the setup for a breaker here as well to the downside. We have our high, low, higher, high. We broke low, we come back up here, and then we run lower. Now, if we don't hit midnight open and we don't tag it, and this 15-minute closes, and we come back up here, I would look at taking a trade to midnight open. I'm not opposed to midnight open as a target. It's actually reasonable. We did run, though, the hourly and the London low. All the assets that I'm on are noted at the top, and this is I'm trading, or I'm doing my analysis on TradingView. I don't trade the first 15 minutes, so we're going to sit here and see how it plays out. We have the 5-minute giving us a nice displacement candle. We have our breaker right here, and we have an inversion right here. This 5-minute inversion, price could come up to. I'm just going to note that because I like it. It overlaps with 930. It's the candle that swept London highs and made our swing high. I could see us coming all the way back up here to then move lower again. And if we leave midnight open and we can get back up here, I would consider taking that. But a lot has to happen before then. Good morning from Mexico. Hey, I watched Mexico play last night. They looked pretty good. All right, we just hit midnight open. What's up, Kyle? I do giveaways. I try to do at least one giveaway every week, something I started last month. So spacing out the accounts that I get over the period of time, yes. So I'll probably do a giveaway sometime next week as well. Excuse me. ES has not ran the previous day high. We have not ran the previous day high yet on ES. So that makes equal highs at previous day high. That tells me I think we're going to go back up. So we'll see what happens here, how it gets here, but I'm probably interested in coming back higher. So ES can hit its previous day high as well. Yeah, I think we have to come down also to mitigate some of this stuff here. It just doesn't make sense to leave it that way. Jeez. It is dropping. Is it not? Asia lows, 15-minute fair value gap. It's on its way. Just let me just explain, guys. If we see this, we're going to get something like this. Something aggressive that we can take a nice small scalp on. Are you confident you'll pass an eval? Do you feel like you have the ability to pass an evaluation account if you buy a prop firm account? What do we got today? Today is Thursday. We already had GDP already released. There's nothing else new today. Jeez, this is insane. I mean, I don't even want to be a part of it. Unless, I was up here. Then this would all be comfortable. That's just crazy, though. What have we done? 200 and 300? 358 in 15 minutes? So what's probably going to happen is we're going to get some candles to come here. We're going to make a high, and then we're going to do a slow grind lower. And then we're going to get a fair value gap here, and we're going to inverse it, and we're going to run this high that is going to be created. And this is the trade I'm going to take. Not this one, but when it comes back down, it's going to be this one right here. And we'll target the internal high that it makes. Or our fair value gap. Like right there. HC, should you stop or continue? I mean, I don't know. Can you follow your rules and can you follow your plan based on how you're feeling? If you can't follow your rules or a plan based on how you're feeling, then you should stop. I could definitely pass one without drawdown, but I want to challenge myself to be more professional, so I figured more time on demo accounts would be prudent. If you feel like you can pass it, then Kyle, I would probably go with Take Profit Trader. This is absolutely incredible. All right, I have a green light to trade, but I really don't want to right now. I don't know what the target is. Previous day low, we already ran previous day low. So I'm not interested in previous day low. So I guess I'm gonna mark out this last 15 minute here and see how we find support here and look at taking some form of a long. That's crazy though. Or this is the market maker sell model. And this is stage 2 distribution. There's just not an entry for me here. Can anybody tell me the updated amounts? For the promos. I'm gonna update them right now. I have to manually do it. So I got 30% for Lucid. I have 40% for Take Profit Trader. Tradeify 40%, Apex 90%, and then Lucid's 30%. If it's your first time, you get like 50% off. Take care, John. I would watch this fair value gap right here. I wouldn't be opposed to taking a long if it can find support. Let's see, what are the promos here? actually can't find any of the promos right now for Lucid. I'd be surprised if any other traders trying to take this drop. That's just I mean, it's crazy. What have we dropped? We've dropped 750 points almost. ES is going to run the previous day low. Man, without running the previous day high. What kind of manipulation is this? Yeah, on the weekends. I mean, it can't trade on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I paid for Apex Trade Copier, and that's what I use to copy all my trades. All right, ES ran a previous day low. I mean, geez, we are intentionally running for that previous day low. We might be in the short space. Might be time to get on the short train. All right, I mean, not like right now, but like in general. Yeah, there's no reason to look for like big long moves. I'm not interested in those anymore. I'm thinking of a market maker sell model. A market maker sell model to down here. We'll see how the hourly closes in 3 minutes. But my guess is we're going to have a large candle here. And then we'll probably get a hourly candle that does some retracement. That's where we could possibly take some profit. There's not a fair value gap in here. The only one is this one right here. I don't like that. So what I want to see is a move here, a fair value gap lower. I would like it to tag previous day low, and then we take the long. Yeah, I don't like it because you can't trade multiple prop firms with it. You can only trade multiple accounts of the same prop firm with it. So right now I trade Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Lucid. Geez, I want to see what other people are doing. I want to see if anybody else is just sitting watching this just collapse into infinity.
It's a short.
Okay, no trade. All right, so we're gonna have the hourly here. I'm probably gonna look for a quick scalp somewhere, something small. I mean, small as 50 points here. There's just too much of a drop that we will. I mean, too much without a drop without any retracement that we're going to get some exaggerated move higher. It's just where can I participate in it? There is absolutely no retracement of this candle. This hourly candle is an entire block. Look at this thing. No, I was not. I watched it though. Look at that. Look at that. That's just massive. All right, so I'm not gonna do anything yet. I want it to hit here first. More than likely, guys, our day's gonna be cooked. After this, if we don't get something quick like this to right here, it's just gonna be consolidation. No trades. No trades. Hope to take one here soon. We could consider this 2-minute. But no inversions on the 1-minute. And I'm not really a fan of it not hitting the previous day low. We literally ran everything here. It could absolutely leave this because we already ran the previous day high right up here. There's just no entry even here. There's just no entry. I really don't want to take this 2 minute. Seems. I would probably be more interested in it coming back down, tapping this breaker right here, and then taking it from here. But we don't have a 2 minute. We don't have the 1 minute. There's no 1 minute fair value gap in any of this. It's just nasty. I mean, I love how price is running, but give me a stinking entry, people. Wow. What in the world? I mean, look how fast the ES is moving back up. Just sit and be patient. There'll be a move. Sit and be patient. There'll be a move. It just makes sense. It's just hard to want to trade this. It's just hard to want to trade this. No, let me rephrase it. Everything in me is feeling like FOMO because it's like, look how clean this is. But then you really don't have any entry models. I don't have an entry model for me. And the candles are so massive and they move so aggressively in the direction that if you're wrong, you're going to know. All right, so we went up into this 1 minute fair value gap. It's not a horrible risk to reward. 49 for 77. It's 1.5. I just don't like how he stopped here. How he stopped before the previous day low. I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, it's not very strong today for me because I know what it feels like to be on the losing end of days like these when it seems like everybody in the market is crushing it and then you took a loss. No. I'll sit and I'll wait. I don't like this without any more retracements either with leaving this. I mean, I want sweeps of liquidity and we didn't get one. I'm not going to do that. Take that off. What the heck? 75-point move in 30 seconds. If I took that trade right there, folks. I didn't. That's a 5-minute fair value gap. If it leaves it, that's possible. That could be something we target later. But right now, I'm just trying to find liquidity. Where does price want to go? What is the liquidity? It ran it on ES. It didn't ran it on NQ. ES or NQ ran previous day high. NQ ran previous day high. ES did not. ES ran previous day low, NQ did not. There is a target for the trade that I did not take. Let's look at where 50% is. 50% is at the high of this 5-minute fair value gap. There just wasn't a good reversal position here. Just wasn't a good reversal position. Like it was yesterday. We took that trade yesterday and ran at like 100 points almost immediately. It was perfect. We didn't get something like that here today. Even though you see this and you're like, how did you not get any of that? Very easily. You don't click the button. So I outlined what I told you I wanted to see. I wanted to see a retracement here and then another push lower, and then I was going to take the inversion up to that level. But the inversion was way up here, not down here. If the inversion was down here, I would have taken it. The inversion was too high in this price leg. We already tagged that fair value gap, RMP. We tagged it right after 6 p.m. It's already mitigated. It's right there. And that wick did the job yesterday at 6 p.m. And during London, 8:30 this morning. But you can see it, we ran it right here already. At around and during the London session. It does feel good, doesn't it? It can feel good. It's an odd feeling of like, you know what? I used to just blow accounts in markets like these because we think we should be making money when it's this amazing, and you blow accounts and you feel like trash. Sitting out and not taking anything is actually refreshing sometimes. All right, I'm gonna watch this fair value gap right here. This 5-minute SIBI. Let's see if we come back down into it and find support here. If we go through it, I anticipate us hitting this level. We already swept that high, so actually I really want to see it violate this 5-minute. There is not really, is there a fair value gap? There's a 1-minute fair value gap right here, but everything has been mitigated all in here. We're not in the macro anymore, so I anticipate a failure swing. Nothing that runs, and then it just does this, and then we hit the previous day low, and then we might get a move higher. But this is probably going to happen closer to 11 o'clock. That would be my guess, or what I would want. Yeah, it's easy to get frustrated, and it's easy to go on tilt when that happens. I've been there. Been there, done that. There's not a fair value gap in here to go long either. There's no fair value gap in here that I like. It's too high. No wicks on the bottom, really. Yeah, this just looks amazing, but it's very deceptive. At this moment, I would say the draw on liquidity should be the previous day low. If I can take a trade to get to that, I might consider that. I just don't see where it is right now. Or where the entry would be. The psychological level is the previous day low. That looks good for a short right here, but knowing where we came from, it doesn't make sense to do that. Here's an inversion. I'd consider that inversion if it gives it to us towards these lows right here. Wow, when you don't see price action like this for a while and then you see it, you're just like blown away that what it's doing. I mean, the 4 hour is just a big, giant candle with no sweep of liquidity. Yeah, I've already seen that. And we didn't sweep this low, and this 4 hour candle didn't sweep the previous candle's low. There's nothing good in for a long for me. I just wanted a quick scalp, but that quick scalp didn't present itself. If we go down to the hourly, same thing. Massive candle, inversions, no sweep of liquidity right here. It left it, meaning I'm guessing we're coming back down for it. Whether it's in this hourly candle or the next, I don't know. ES. I bet you it stops right there. My bet is it stops right here, right into that order block. Right into this order block right here. Leaving that. So if that's the case, an order block, maybe we can consider looking at a short now on ES. We still didn't. The 15-minute did not make. Let's mark this. I want to mark that. I think that might be relevant. 15-minute left. So no 15-minute fair value gap tagged yet. I'm going to remove this. We already know we'll move that over here. 50% is inside of that right there. Yeah, no trades. No trades. There, you guys can see. Just waiting. We'll get something. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I'm not going to take this inversion now. I mentioned it before, but I'm not going to take it. Two reasons. One, we are at 1024, and number two, we have triple equal highs. What I would take is if we dip right down into here and we get an inversion to go up to this. That to me is now our obvious draw. So we have the previous day low and these equal highs. Those are the two things I'm seeing. These two things, and if we get an inversion right here, it's a small trade, but it might be worth it. If it doesn't hit it inside that one candle. And I mean, it's not a huge trade. It's definitely, it's 50 points. That's still pretty large. I'm considering this inversion to these equal highs here. I'm watching that. That's what I'm watching right now. It's crazy. Crazy market. Take care, Josh. Woo! ATR is down to 70. Here's where I'd want to see the inversion. If we can get the inversion here, it's going to be at 10:30. I probably would take that to this 15 minute. If we don't get it, I'm probably going to wait. Wait for another 15 minutes. What's up, Bill? How long have I been trading? I've been trading, I don't know, 5 years total, 3 years ICT, 4 years ICT. Since 2023. Really? No? Yeah. This is what I want right there. I want it to hit that. That's the 15 minute untagged. I might take this if it doesn't close up here and it closes here, I might take it. Relatively low risk here if it closes above it. I'm going to take an entry and try it. See if it gives me this 15 minute. Okay, target one hit. I'm going to hold my second contract a little bit more here. I'm going to sell it there. Wow. Folks, I'm up 200 bucks just like that. Wow. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. You see how fast that went? And when you're trading small and you're dealing in small size and the market moves like it is moving right now, man, you can get your numbers very quickly. But we just got it right there. I took two. Two contracts. So do you see how we waited for something that looked obvious? What was obvious about it? It was a large 15-minute fair value gap with 3 equal highs. That's not going to stay that way. So when we get our inversion, and we violate the imbalance, what's the next thing that price runs for? There's only two things. It's either imbalances or it's liquidity. This one just happened to be both, liquidity and an imbalance. So this would have been filling in balance here. Finding support, filling in imbalance. Where do you go after you fill in imbalance? You usually run for liquidity. But if we don't and we're consolidating, well, that means we might violate this imbalance. And if we violate it, the next thing that it goes for is liquidity up here. And that's exactly what happened. So technically, I'm up $180 on each account. Not 200. Yeah, I mean, we could call it a day right here and just be grateful, right there. That's really all that we need to get every day. I mean, that's $2,000 for me every single day. $200 on 10 accounts is $2,000. I mean, I know they want that. Well, you ain't getting it. I mean, some days we get it. Some days we'll get a 200-point move. Some days we'll get 100-point moves. This one here, from my second close, it was 50 points. I mean, it's 50 points. Guys, I remember trying to get 5 points, stressing on if I could make it happen. And then I got to 10 points. I was like, oh, if I could only get to 10 points. And then I was like, man, if I could get to 20 points. And then I was hitting 50, and I'm like, maybe I'm gonna try to get 100. And then I'd start to get 100-point trades. And now I'm like, all right, I'm content with that, 50 to 100. And sometimes if the market's moving nicely and I have a great setup and the draw on liquidity is obvious, I'll go for 200. Yeah, we got a 220-point move just not over a month ago, probably. Can't remember when it was. You don't need a lot. But now we have this low resistance liquidity. We have an inversion right here. We're close to the macro time. I probably wouldn't take it right now. But this looks good to be ran soon. Like I said, I wouldn't take it right now. You're trying to take an inversion in an uptrend. I took an inversion towards the uptrend. Does that make sense? There's two different things. You're trying to anticipate that it's going to break lower. I wasn't anticipating that it was going to break lower. I was anticipating that all these higher highs were going to continue into this. It's an easier trade, for sure. If you're going to take an inversion, I would not be taking it on a reversal nearly as much as you would want to. The trade that we did take that was phenomenal, where was it? It was right here. It was on a 2-minute. We swept liquidity down here. We gave a large wick and we aggressively moved the other direction. And on the 2-minute, we entered right on that close of the 2-minute candle. I took partial right there, and then I sold just below this high right there. And that was my trade. but I was already bullish and anticipated that we were going to go higher. We didn't. We went a little higher, but then, man, we epically dropped, and then we recovered, and then now we're epically dropping again, and then potentially we're going to recover again. I don't know. I'm just going to take my little slice and be content. Yeah, great patience today. I would agree. I'm very grateful for the patience that we had. We waited. We took the trade right at 9:30, so we waited an hour from the time I started trading, 45 minutes without taking a trade. Usually I do Kolja. Usually I do. Sometimes I'll trade. I'm more loose on those. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'll let them copy exactly what I'm trading. Other days I'll just trade those and increase my size. I'm testing out a 150K account. I'm up on that evaluation by 7,000. So I need I haven't passed it yet. I need another 2,000 to pass it. It's $9,000 to pass a 150K account. So I've increased my size on that one just because the drawdown is larger. The target is also larger, and if I trade my normal size here, it would be forever before I pass an eval on that. I use 50K accounts mostly though. Good morning, Kay. I purchased it. I gave the link in that. I thought when you asked, I gave the link in the chat. I just type in Apex Trade Copier, and there's an Apex Institute that comes up. The website's jankety, but that's where I got it. Apex Trade Copier Ninja, and I'll just link it here. This is where I got it. No, I don't. Why would you pay monthly for them? That's one of my rules that I share of my trading rules for starting out traders, is to get an evaluation company that doesn't charge monthly subscriptions. Now, Take Profit Trader does on the evaluation accounts, but once you pass the evaluation accounts, then it's just you don't pay anything. So I can have these as long as I don't blow the accounts, or until they decide to close it. So we have a failure swing right here, and then displacement. That looks attractive to run all of this. I probably would wait for a price to come up to into here, and then I would look to play that. But the other thing is we're close to the macro time. We're close. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Yeah, this could be a 15-minute reversal right here. Once this candle closes, as soon as we close below the low, I might consider that. As soon as we trade through that line, that would be, you would trade down to here. So it would look something like this. And so your stop would go above there. That seems about right. Should I try it? If it's gonna go? I think I want to wait for it to come up to here. I wonder if the copier took it. Yeah, the copier took it. It's in the trade right now. I think it's going to get stopped out. Maybe not. It did technically tap it. I'm considering. Maybe something like that. It's still a large trade. You know what? I'm not going to take it on my funded accounts. I'm going to close those. I'm going to be done. I will take it here, and I will do it on the Take Profit Trader account. Why is it? Oh, am I already connected? No, I'm not. All right, I'm gonna still take, is that one, No, that's not that one. This one? Yeah, it's this one. I'm going to take a short here. Probably just down to here. This is an eval account. This is the 150K account. I don't need that much, so if I can get 7, 8, yeah, I only need $2,000, so it should, if it runs any amount lower, I should get it. Alright. Doesn't look like I'm going to get it on this eval. %'s right there. We're going to average down and see if it's going to get back to break even or blow it. I really don't care. It was an account given to me. It looks like it's gonna hit it. Yep, there it is. What? I don't understand. How is it going so high? That's confusing. Well, the live balance, that'd be crazy. Well, if it comes all the way back down, that's going to be salvation. That's going to be a thank you, Jesus. I don't think it is. I think it's going to bust through the roof here. I think it's because I haven't hit the 150 even mark. As soon as I break above this, it probably will. As soon as it breaks above there, I'm guessing it's going to close the account. Right here is my guess. There it goes. I was like, okay, it's going to happen here. Yep, there it is. See how easy it is to lose an account? Well, I mean, I really didn't care, to be honest with you. Because I can just get another one for an eval. But that one, you think you can change like your perspective so fast. It's like, oh, I want it. Oh, I'm gonna see it. I think it's gonna happen. And boom, it's gone. This is why we didn't trade for 45 minutes waiting for the perfect setup, so that doesn't happen. Let's log out. All right, good trading day, guys. We're gonna call it a day there. I am Dunsey. We'll be back tomorrow. Yesterday by the Apex, but I haven't received it. Yes, I said that that's all gonna get done today, so you should get an email from me today. So I'll get all that done today. I'll probably do it right now after I get off the live stream here, and we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Trading again. Following our rules again. So, take care, guys. God bless. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.